Back to Bartles Roadie Gymnasium. I'm alongside Mike McKelly, former Jayhawks standout from Fruitport, pride of Fruitport, Michigan. They got the statue and everything. I'm Craig Christensen. And we're going to be, the Jayhawks are going to be taking on Davenport University, a new program just picked up, coached by Jamie Boyd, two-time state champion from Mount Pleasant, Michigan. This is a young team loaded with freshmen. Well, I say loaded with freshmen. Most of the kids are freshmen. You would expect to be freshmen in a startup program, but they have some transfers. They have a transfer from Muskegon Community College, a couple of transfers from Indiana Tech, one from Indiana University. So they have some quality athletes on this Davenport team. Should be fun to watch.
It should be fun to watch, Craig. They start out. Flores is not going to wrestle that first match. What we're being told here. So McDonough's going to get a win. So we're going to start off with a couple forfeits and then move into the 141-pound match.
Forfeit at 125 for McDonough. Forfeit at 133 for Davenport, and it'll either be Zach Yates of Hesperia or Connor Hughes from Portage by way of Indiana Tech. Coach Boyd must have gone right down to Indiana Tech. That's not Terre Haute, that's Indiana State, I think. He marched himself right down to Indiana Tech and started picking kids. That'll bring us to 141, where, we don't know if they're going to bump kids up, but it could be Jordan Markey of the Jayhawks. We saw him wrestle in the first round against
Blake Russo from Davenport.
Yeah. I saw Russo wrestle last year. We had one of our Whitehall kids wrestle Russo. He's a tough customer. Looks like it's going to be Markey and not Russo, but Connor Hughes. Connor Hughes is the Indiana Tech transfer, high school state place winner out of Portage Northern. And Markey, as we said, wrestled in the first round, wrestled a real nice match against Jamestown. Just a reminder, Markey is a two-time state placer, third and fifth for Ypsilanti, district and regional champ, 59-1 as a senior, and well-tattooed.
Well-tattooed. We're going to get things rolling here. We're going to start right off. We're probably going to have to get a few guys to move these wrestlers from Olivet so we can see the match. But what we got going on right now is a little hand fighting, a little posturing, figure out who's what. So Markey right now he's got a couple underhooks there, break free. We're going to create some space, work for that takedown.
Markey in a shot, scramble situation. He's going to come out for 2 points. Play-by-play man Mike McKelly's gone down to the mat to see if we can move some of these Olivet wrestlers having a really hard time seeing. Little scramble there. Markey managed to stay on top. There's a 2-point reversal for Hughes. I'll tie the score at 2. All you missed was a takedown and a reversal, Mike.
Just a takedown and a reversal?
That's it.
So we're at 2s right now?
We're at 2s. We got the takedown, they got the reversal.
Keep pressure on.
And the power half.
Take your time here. Control it.
Go back and forth action there. No near fall. We got one escape.
Pressure on, Connor.
What was that takedown, Craig? Did you see it?
Well, it's been about a minute and a half. I don't remember. I think it was a high crotch and they scrambled a bit.
A high crotch scramble to the takedown.
High crotch scramble takedown, and then it was a
little left out of position to the reversal?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you got right here. We're posturing again.
Posturing.
A little half shot there by by Hughes.
My memory only goes about 45 seconds, and I can't remember what
I just missed it. I just missed it. So we have the Jayhawks being coached by James Tiedemann for the first year. He came away with a win right there at the last match against the Jamestown Jayhawks. We're starting out this at the end of the first period. We've got a score 3-2.
Tiedemann's assistant coaches are Thomas Jenkins and, of course, Ryan Gaffner. Jenkins is in his second year as a coach with the Jayhawks, wrestled for Muskegon 98-99 under Coach Gaffner. He's a national team qualifier in freestyle Greco-Roman. He has the distinction of holding escape and reversal record at Wayland High as we score there at escape. He's coached for well over 10 years. And he served in the United States Marine Corps, and then we have Coach Gaffner.
Keep wrestling, Connor. Keep wrestling.
Nice takedown.
Little takedown there for Marty. That'll work. That makes the score there 5-3.
You and I both have the honor of having wrestled for Coach Gaffner. Now his duties are recruiting, academic advising, fundraising for the the Dan Burt Memorial Scholarship. Of course, you know, his record, pretty impressive, 332 dual meet wins. Top 10 national tournament, 11 times, 6 times state champions, junior college state champions, 13 regional championships, 59 All-Americans, and 100 academic All-Americans, over 100 academic All-Americans. So that's the coaching staff here at Muskegon.
It doesn't come much better than Coach Gaffner. I mean, with credentials like that and the years of service that he's put in here, with the way that sport, with our sport has been, back a few years ago when you and I wrestled, when they were dropping programs all over, they could have just as easily. In fact, they dropped wrestling here for a little bit. Coach Gaffner came and revived it and brought it back up to the powerhouse that it is again. So he's looking to step away a little bit and turn the reins over to Coach Tiedemann, and I think we have a good thing going here.
Well, I was on the team the inaugural team back in '91, and I think that I can speak for lots and lots of local guys over the course of many years who had their wrestling careers extended because Coach Gaffner brought them in here. I know that speaking for myself, not a lot of other options. Coach Gaffner a lot for giving me the chance to wrestle here.
I'm right with you. I'm speaking for both of us there because it is that being local guys, and there's a nice reversal from Michael, but being local guys that didn't have the, don't come in with the credentials of 2 or 3 times state champions that this program has recruits. Options were limited, and we were given the opportunity to extend our careers a little bit and gain an education out of it.
Well, the education, obviously, and
limp on that too.
But the memories of the 2 years that I wrestled here, the friendships. Some of my very best friends are guys that I met right here in this wrestling room. Can always say nobody can ever change the fact that we were college wrestlers, which is a nice fraternity to be in. Just owe this program and Coach Gaffner so much thanks.
That's true. That is the case too. And here we are, 20 plus years later.
In the best shape of our lives.
We're back in the same gym.
Sporting the Gate Jayhawk gear.
We could throw a singlet on today, just like it was 20 years ago.
Oh, my wife would say, please don't. Oh boy, that was a nice high crotch. He's in deep. Can he finish? In fact, no, he can't. He gave up to 2, but he was in deep.
That makes the score 9-7. We're in the third here. I'm not sure of the riding time advantage, if there is one. We have 10 seconds left in the match. But he looks like we're going to be done here, and that's going to do it for that one. He scored 9-2.
9-2, and it looks like
I'm sorry, 9-7.
it was 9-8 after the riding time.
9-8.
According to track wrestling, 9-8. Keeps getting better. If we wait a minute, it might tie it up. Looks like Tyler Stenberg's heading out for the Jayhawks. Davenport only has one option. Brent Schaefer out of St. John's and Indiana University transfer. Tyler Stenberg. NJCAA national qualifier. I'm sorry, not a qualifier. He was 6th last year.
Yeah, he's an All-American.
He is an All-American.
Head down.
Gives us a match score here with Muskegon Jayhawks over the Davenport Panthers. They scored 9-6. Stenberg comes in with a nice takedown. Start off this match.
Reese Puffer cat quickness.
Cat quickness, that's what they're known for there, Reese Puffer, with those gold Jordan Burrow shoes.
Gotta get one.
Fleet of foot, you know.
Fleet feet.
Fleet of foot. What were Schaefer's accolades there?
Schaefer, well, his biggest accolade probably is that he's from St. John's High School.
Okay.
They run quite a program down there. They produce state champions and All-Americans by the bucket load.
He's a high school state champ too, is that correct?
I believe so. It doesn't say here on the well, if I move my finger, yep. Indiana University transfer, and he was a high school state champion. Thanks for the assist.
Anytime. And Stenberg looks like he's well in control of this match right now so far.
Stenberg unimpressed that that Schaefer was involved in a Big Ten program and a state champion.
No, it's like we talked about earlier. The growth that comes from this room just by your everyday practice partners and the instruction that you get from your coaches and the experience that they bring in is huge. Wrestling in a junior college program like this, you're going to grow, and this is evident of that. That comes in, and he's wrestling a high school state champion, and right now he's in control of this match. Schaefer's just been warned for stalling. He's trying to stay there on the bottom.
The way that Stenberg wrestles on top, I don't think I want to stay down there and not move because you're going to find yourself on your back. Stenberg is tough on top.
He is. He's slick. I call it slick, flashy, but he's moving all the time, and a little unorthodox when it comes to where you think he's going to be, and then he's quick like you talked about, and he's not there when you go to get there. So he's a great wrestler in his own right.
Is that a zebra stripe knee pad?
It has to be. Now,
It's out there a little ways. It looks zebra stripe knee pad. I don't know if I like that.
too flashy for
Tyler, if you're watching this, you might want to consider that.
me. We should go with just a nice gold,
Shiny gold.
shiny gold to match his shoes would be nice.
Keep working to your face.
So he has riding advantage right now. There's 30 seconds left in this period.
Well, and I said that it might get confusing. Schaefer is their 149-pounder, but they moved Blake Russo up from 141. This is Russo, who was a high school state runner-up and a two-time state place winner. He was 2nd and 6th from Grand Rapids West Catholic.
Well, that makes a little bit of a difference.
So this is not the St. John's wrestler. This is Blake Russo.
I'm going to apologize to Schaefer because I think it's worthy of an apology. Not that there's a problem with Russo either.
I just glanced at the track wrestling computer screen next to me and was shocked to see that it was Blake Russo and Brant Schaefer.
Well, Stenberg takes down to start the second period. He's up in the match 2-0. with the riding time advantage. He's going to want to come out of here, and there he goes, shuts him out. Ooh. And then he's going to come back with a little bit of authority, let him know, make his presence felt there.
He did too. That was a physical finish to that.
And he finishes that Corey Nelson for 2. So he's got the 1 escape and then 2 takedown for the start that second period. Like we talked about before, Russo's not going to want to stay down there. He's going to get punished a little bit by Stenberg.
There goes tried for a tilt.
Trying for a tilt, took the 2 points.
Tried the old standard tilt, not the roll through flavor that so many teams are going to.
Got a little bit of opposition. He needs to cradle a little bit more, but he's Russo's going to get the 1 point escape.
Pressure forward, your ties. Your ties back down.
A sweep single try there.
Right on the edge. He's going to lock up that other one now. Eric's not going to give him. The referee's not going to give that to him. It's too much against the wall. So they're going to take it back to center here. And here's a whistle. Start that thing back up.
For the sweep.
Pressure, bang his head.
40 seconds left here in that period. Still 40 seconds left in the period. There it goes down to 30. So I know Stenberg's not going to want to stay reaching there. He's going to sweep right around. Circle that out. Corey Nelson. Russo's going to want to try to score here at the end of the period.
Oh, you gonna get it?
And
Got it.
Got the 2. Nice.
Everyone's got to score right at the end of the period.
Yeah,
Hate it when my wrestlers give up points right at the end of the period.
that makes the score right now 7-1 for Stenberg from Muskegon Community College. And Russo's going to take neutral. I think that was probably a good choice for him. He took a little shot to the nose right there on that double shot.
He got fakes, changed his levels, and then got a face full of the top of Stenberg's head.
And they were going to take a little blood time.
We call that a tension getter.
Attention getter it was. He lost that takedown, so right now the score is 9-1.
I like the physicality out of Stenberg. I mean, you have to have that at this level.
You do. It shows his growth and maturity that he's had. He's always been a physical wrestler, but now he's got, he's looked like he's grown into his body a little bit more. He's filled out. So he's looking good tonight. Looking strong.
It's a nice combination of speed with those fakes, the in and out, the sweeps, and then the high crotch. And then you counter that speed with just I'll smack you in the mouth mentality. Plus, I think I should get a bonus point for physicality. That's a good word.
Physicality.
Yep.
But he's and then the punishing that he's doing from the top position too. He's going to have a good year. He's already coming in as an All-American. There's a lot expected of him, but he can go pretty far this year.
He's not breathing hard at this point. Looks to be in great shape.
And that's good for the beginning of November to be in this kind of shape already. Here we go, we're back at it. It's a third.
Ouch.
He turned right into that. So it was, again, he doesn't panic, drops down in a double, picks him up, puts him back to the mat.
Russo's fired up down there. I mean, he's coming to his feet. He's scrambling. There's a lot of activity down there.
It's definitely not a gimme match. I know the score's not showing that, but it's, the score's 9-1. I think it's 10-1 with the riding time. So.
No, Russo's a tough customer. I coached against him last year. One of our best wrestlers up at Whitehall, Juwan Britton, wrestled Russo. I think it was in the district finals. No, it wasn't district. It was a big tournament. I don't remember where, but no, he's a tough kid. And Stenberg's kind of handling him a little bit, but that doesn't change the fact that's more to Stenberg's credit than anything else.
It is. Stenberg's coming in with a year of college wrestling under his belt. I mean, not just a year, but a year where he placed 6th in the nation. So to lose to Stenberg isn't anything that he should be upset with.
this Davenport team's a startup program. Whitehall sent our varsity team, well, a lot of our kids, varsity and JV, up to the Central Michigan wrestling camp. And Davenport had a bunch of their kids up there training alongside the Central wrestlers. So while they're a startup, they have good wrestlers on their team, and they've been at it. They've been at it since at least July, because that's when we saw them. And I'm sure, you know, they had to take their break, they had to have their downtime. But Coach Boyd over at Davenport, he's a serious guy, serious coach. These guys are going to have a nice season too.
Yeah, they are. And that roster that he's put together already for a startup program is just amazing. I mean, he's got some talent on that team, and you know, they're well coached and they're a scrappy group of kids. So
I will say that Russo gets to his feet, he gets a quarter turn and reaches over Stenberg's head. He might get some frequent flyer miles.
Yeah,
that's the second time he's done it, and they've been over by the side. That's living dangerously.
He's not going to want to do that too many times. I don't think Tyler's going to give that to him again. And we're coming down to the last seconds of the match here, and it's you know, Tyler's had a really good night. He's had control of this match, and he had control of his last match. He's started off his sophomore season really well. And that's going to end it up there. The score's going to end up 10-1.
Tyler just looks like he's in about mid-season form. I mean, I didn't see any holes there. I mean, the foot speed, the hip speed, the positioning, and then again with the physicality. I'm really impressed with where he is. Boom, right there. I'm impressed with where he is for this time of year. I didn't see a lot of rust coming off him.
No, he looks tough. He looks like he's this year he's coming in this year.
I'm not sure about the zebra stripe knee pad with the gold shiny shoes, though.
If he's going to be a contender, he's going to want to change it. That's not going to work. He's going to be very much the
So, where were we at? 157. Chris Root from Muskegon Community College and Brant Schaefer with Davenport. Brant Schaefer now from St. John's. We talked about him a little bit before the first match. Chris Root from Lansing Catholic, high school state qualifier, two-time conference champ.
Just as easy, just like that, he's fighting off the bottom position already. Now this looks a little more indicative of the St. John's wrestler coming with a little Big Ten experience.
Yeah. My shoulder hurts again.
It does, man. You got to keep that arm on the back. He was smart to let that go. He's getting a little out of position, so to keep it from going back for a restart, he's going to work on that tilt. Root's going to get a 1-point escape. Then he's not going to want to stay down on his knees. And there's the 2 takedown.
Root did a nice job coming through that tilt without giving up any points.
He's going to want to slow this down a little bit, get control of himself, and then get control of the mat. That's easy to say, but you know, again, he's wrestling Brant Schaefer. So Brant's up a weight. Looks like they're all moving up a little bit just to.
Root looks like he's about a 6-footer, long, rangy, 157-pounder. Reminds me of somebody. Maybe Kevin Gue.
His neck's too short for
his neck's too short to remind me of me. And he scored a takedown, so it can't be me.
Couldn't possibly.
He scored a takedown, so it can't be Gue either.
Houston's going to like doing that.
Yeah, he might reply with, "How many times did you take me down?" Craig, I'm waiting for a text. Maybe he's at a football game. Maybe he didn't hear that.
He could be in a tree stand still.
He might be in a tree stand still. Hey, up in Holton.
Yep.
It's midnight, I think, is the end of shooting hours.
You can still see it with a spotlight.
Root with a takedown, though. That's scrappy. I like it.
He's got that ankle hook. He's trying to run that cross-face cradle there. He's a little high on that thigh to be pulling that in, but he's going to work it again. If he can get this could change this match up a little bit.
He has the cross-face bundled up. I thought he was going to try to Turk that near leg.
Come on, Brent.
He has the near hip open. I thought if he'd have turked him there, he might have scored.
He's a little high in the thigh there. He's working that.
Yeah.
We're going potentially. I'm not exactly sure what happened. 1 point green.
He had just one finger, or it looked like a finger deal.
That's cheating.
You can't twist fingers. They changed that rule.
Change that rule. That's cheating.
Maybe at Indiana they teach you to twist fingers.
I think that's got to be it. The Duke over there has got workout partner. He's a finger twister for sure. Finger twister. So right now the score is 5-4 in favor of Root from Muskegon. So
well, after the first 30 seconds, minute of the first period, if you had told me at the end we'd be looking at 5-4, I'm not sure I'd have believed it. But Root's managed to crawl himself right back into this match.
he is too, isn't he? He looks like he has good wind. I mean, he's not looking fatigued at all. Now I can't say the same for Schaefer. At least that he's wrestling a little flat now at the end of the first period, as opposed to when he came out there at the beginning of the first. And that's going to end the first period.
Root threw that crossface in there right at the end like he meant it.
Yeah, this is good. Good for Root there. And Schaefer's going to take neutral, which is not a bad decision. So
And then a shot right off the whistle is Root.
no points there. Look down again and write something down. And
Well, Root's he's quick to shoot. He might score here.
he's got a quick. When he shoots that single, he's got to double that
Look at
off.
this.
Oh, he's getting back points already. This is tight. I'm not saying that was some early points, but that was tight.
Well, Root too. Every time you look down, he was taking shots from maybe a mile away, maybe just slightly less than a mile, with no setup. I couldn't believe that he got to the second one.
Well, he got in there and had a single with his head outside. He tried to finish it out there and actually did finish it out there for some 2 points near for us. So.
After that scramble, we're up 6-5.
We're up 6-5, and then Schaefer's going to put his head down on the mat. This is not a good position for Schaefer. He looks like he's a little fatigued.
Looks like he might. Schaefer looks like he's primed for a couple more of those crossface cradles. Just to his head's on the mat. This is when I'd like to see Root just get real physical and break him. Finish him off.
You never know how somebody's coming in their first weight into the season.
Right.
You know what kind of weight they were losing or not losing. But he definitely, Root definitely looks like he has the advantage right now as far as his win goes.
He still has another period plus 27 seconds. Oh, he's got it locked up.
And there's that cradle. Boom. That's it.
Wow.
Nice ball for Root.
He's excited too, and I don't blame him. You come in against a kid from a program like St. John's, Big Ten experience, get yourself down points-wise in the first minute of the match and come back and dominate like that. I'm impressed. That's pretty good work.
Well, he comes in with his own credentials too, coming out of Grand Rapids Catholic where he is. So. Or Lansing Catholic, I'm sorry. Lansing Catholic.
Same thing.
But
you gotta watch out for those long-rangey 157-pounders. They traditionally have been very, very tough.
And this is where they shine on the Friday Night Rules. So this is, you really have to be careful out there.
165. Like the Jayhawks. Is this Tobias again? No, they're going to accept a forfeit at 165, and I'm not positive who that was. That's Tobias again. We saw Tobias wrestle in the first match. No, I think Tobias had lime green socks. How do I remember that and not what they scored a takedown with?
I'm not real sure. That makes our score right now 25-6 for the Jayhawks. 4 matches left. That moves us to the 174-pound range.
174. Well,
and that was Ali Rashad.
That was Ali Rashad. Well, Ali was from Renaissance Academy. He was a high school state runner-up Lived in Highland Park, regional district champs, senior record 30-2, and I'd love to meet the two guys that beat him.
Well, Ali just got that last forfeit, so now we're looking at the 174-pound match.
Yep, 174. We have options there. We have Courtwright out of Shelby.
It looks like that he's walking out there.
Well, Nicholas Frazier from Livonia. Is that, gosh, coaching at Whitehall, I've seen way too much of Courtwright, but my contacts are getting blurry, and I don't think that's him. This is Mason Courtwright, like I said. Mason Courtwright out of Shelby, Michigan, local guy, returning letterman for the Jayhawks. College record last year, 15-6. He was a high school 3-time state place winner. Go ahead.
Yeah, Courtwright's coming in with that 15-6 record from last year, but he's a load. He's going to score some points for the Jayhawks.
He's wrestling Roman Palumbo out of Jackson, Michigan. He was a 2-time all-conference wrestler out of Jackson, 2-time regional qualifier. And I have a feeling this freshman is going to have his hands full with Mason Courtwright. I coached against Mason when he was in middle school, and I coached against him in high school, and I just know that he's solid. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and he's physical.
He is physical. He's strong. When you look at him and tell him he's strong. He's right now he's got that chicken wing. He's pulling that back, pushing the head around. He's going to get some back wings here. Right now he's got 2. He's going to try and settle that in, work for some bonus, work for the fall, and there it is. Oh, they're official mistake. I don't know if you knew that, but Eric was out of position.
There he was way out.
So, this is going to be a long time to stay underneath him like that.
And Mason has right shoulder right in Palumbo's chest. Biceps around the windpipe. That's a long time to not be able to breathe. He's got 2 minutes left. If he can stay off his back, not breathing for 2 minutes, he has a chance.
Then he has a chance. Yeah, there it is. He didn't miss it that time.
Didn't miss it that time. He got in position. I think he heard it. Well, and that's what you get from Courtwright. I'm excited for Mason's sophomore year here.
I am too. I mean, not to say that it was disappointing last year, but he's a great wrestler, and he's going to do some really big things this year for the
184 brings us Joel Wenk, a freshman out of Caledonia for Davenport. He was a high school state qualifier last year. He finished up with 100 career wins on the nose, according to this sheet. And he'll take on either Teddy Warren from Dundee or Alan Steele out of Livonia Franklin. And that's if it has to be Joel Wenk.
Has to be Joel.
Has to be. I'm waiting for the track wrestling, which comes up unknown versus unknown.
It takes a minute.
Oh, it does?
It does. It takes a minute.
Wrestler X from Parts Unknown versus the Masked Villain. Whoever it is, it looks like. Okay, I was not right on any counts. This will be. I know you're shocked that maybe I wasn't correct.
Yeah, Teddy Warren.
This is going to be Teddy Warren versus Spencer Retterstorff.
Spencer's moving up from what would have been 165. I'm thinking maybe there was a.
Oh, he wasn't on this. He's not on the other page either. I'm not going to say anybody forgot Spencer Retterstorff on the Retterstoff. I know he's from Hart. Oh, he's from Davenport University. You know, I'm looking for the Hart guy on Muskegon's sheet. That's what my problem is.
So it's going to be tough for you to find again. There's a 2 takedown there for Teddy Warren.
Let me start again. Spencer Retterstoff from Hart, Michigan on Davenport's squad. He was a high school state runner-up. He was a 2-time placer, went 2nd and then 4th. Teddy Warren, we saw him wrestle, I think last time, from Dundee. He was a high school state champion, 2-time finalist, 2-time regional and district champ, senior record of 28-4.
Yeah, Teddy scored a fall last match. So he's starting off very well. But I'm surprised you didn't know Spencer Retterstoff.
Yeah, I know Spencer Retterstoff. We got a full treatment of the Spencer show last year as well. Tough customer.
He really is.
Down by 2.
He had some major battles with Dakota Hoffman from Whitehall, two really, really tough kids. They had a great match in the conference finals last year. Our guy, Hoffman, came out on top, but just a terrific match. Yeah, I had to tell that story.
That's a good story. And right there's another takedown. So far, Teddy's starting off the 2014-15 season all right. Scoring a foul the last match and up 4-1 comfortably in the first period of the second match.
Sporting the old Dan Gable bandana.
Gotta love that.
Rumor is he got his left ear tore off in his last match, but he's a gamer.
No, it was because he's nervous. We call him Vincent in the practice room.
He lost his ear.
Lost his ear.
Got chewed it off.
Right there. We got on this game, making the score 42. No, Teddy's a gamer for sure. Teddy's gonna do some big things this year. It's a good team that the Jayhawks are putting together.
Pass by. Can he score?
He's got it. He's already got the 2. I would expect he's going to let them go here after they go out of bounds. What kind of time's left over there?
So we have 16 seconds of still running clock.
Again, it's because...
Is it because it lags? The computer's lagging?
Track wrestling lagging a little bit on this.
Yeah. Stopped at 12. We're at 12 seconds.
12 seconds left. I think we're going to try to ride him off that last 12.
Scores 8-3 right now in favor of Teddy Warren. You're probably right. I'm definitely wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, that's the end of the first period. Score, like you said, was 8-3.
I haven't gotten any angry texts from Kevin Buse, so he must not be tuning in.
He's out in the tree with his comment. So, Spencer deferred. Teddy's going to go neutral.
Oh, you look down. Spencer tried a quick ankle pick off the whistle, got himself extended, and finds himself in trouble.
Now, when MCC TV replays this, I hope they slow that down so I can see it.
You'll want to see it.
This is trouble.
He went head ankle off the whistle, got a little extended.
Popped him right to his back, and there's the fall.
Teddy Warren was not falling for the ankle pick.
No.
Go, Joel. Go on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
That brings us to the 197-pound match. I think Joel Wink probably is going to move up a weight because that's been what they kind of...
I know this kid, 197-pounder from Muskegon, is Levante Purdue and Warren Mott. And I can talk a little bit about Levante. I saw Levante up at the Central Michigan camp last year, the summer before his senior year. What a great kid. Got to know Levante a little bit. Was hoping he would come to Muskegon just because, just a great personality. Kind of made friends with our heavyweight, Whitehall, and then he proceeded to beat the tar out of our heavyweight from Whitehall. Just a good kid, great wrestler. He was a 2-time state place winner, district champ, senior record of 48-4. He'll be taking on, we don't know yet, it'll be Joel Wink.
Oh, look at that. Almost like there's a takedown.
Wink out of Caledonia, 100 career wins. Talked a little bit about him. What did Levante score with? I was looking at the press paper.
Oh, a takedown.
He scored a takedown.
Yes, he did. It was nice.
You teach that move over at Muskegon Catholic Central, don't you?
I do. Takedowns, you got to start with it somewhere, and takedowns are a good place to do that.
Just to quote, I want the viewers at home to make sure that they understood what you just said. You got to start, where was that? You got to start where they're at?
You got to start where they're at.
Just got to start where they're at, and then you teach takedown.
That's how it works. So over at Muskegon Catholic Central.
Start where they're at.
Now I'm wishing my boys luck tonight. They're playing Fowler in the districts tonight, so we're missing that to be here, but hopefully I'll be able to catch the last half of it after we're done with this match. go out of bounds.
Well, I'd like to do the same to my kids up at Whitehall. My wife and my family are up there watching the Whitehall Vikings take on Comstock Park. Just a great group of kids up at Whitehall. They deserve the very
Right
best.
up, right away, get your feet.
And we wish them all kinds of luck as well.
So here we are on a Friday night. You know, it's such a great thing to have wrestling be on TV and be a college sport in general, but to have MCC and MCC TV and their broadcasting department be able to put this on and do the job that they do year in and year out with promoting their sports and getting sports and different events on TV. We're really lucky and really fortunate to have them in the community. So I'd like to say a huge thank you to these guys and what they do and what they stand for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Believe so strongly in junior college education. And
Keep moving.
This is going to turn into back points.
He's working his way out and get to 1 point escape. So
the work that these guys do to broadcast these young men on it's local TV, but you can catch this action on YouTube. And I know a lot of people watch on YouTube.
I know that I've seen it on YouTube.
Work your time, Joel.
You know, they take them, we watch it on local TV, and then we'll find it later on YouTube and be able to watch it and rewatch it.
Of course, when you and I are doing the broadcast, they turn the audio way down.
They do. That's what they're going to have to do. Though. If they're going to get any enjoyment out of it at all.
Work inside here now.
That's what they're going to have to do.
Right now, the score is 2-1 at their 197-pound match. Still in the first period. We're coming here on short time.
Well, Levante looked pretty explosive in the opening seconds of that first period. I'd like to see him get off another one.
He's wrestling a 100 match winner out of Caledonia, state qualifier. So it's going to be Levante's choice. Levante's going to choose down.
Pressure. Joel, make the meeting body 48 seconds.
He's going to explode off the bottom for one.
Your shot. Thanks, Joel.
After an exciting start, this match is ground down to a...
Yeah, this is as far as dancing goes, it's not so bad. We could throw a couple celebrities in here and make it a little more enjoyable, but here we go. Let's get on some offense here, boys. Either way.
Little action out of Wayne.
Well, we don't want to be too comfortable standing there for either wrestler. You want to go at and get the points and get the win. Again, it's easy to say. You're coming in your first college match in a lot of regards. You've made it through your first weigh-in, made it through the opening match, winning a close opening match against Jamestown, and then coming in here trying to pick up another win against Davenport. So it's we had a half a shot there by Lansing. A little drag going on for Levante, and he's going to score with 2 takedowns.
That was a nice job by Levante. Wayne got to his legs, but Levante straightened his legs, got long, got Wayne way extended, and was able to turn the corner.
He did. He slipped down and pressured that head down, slipped into that drag, and reach around, and he's able to score his 2 off the defensive shot.
And of course, these guys are wrestling again tomorrow. How would you like to wrestle 2 7-minute matches tonight and then be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow to wrestle 5 or 6?
Oh, I could do that. You do that.
I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
25 years ago, but who's counting?
Who's counting? Right there is going to end the second period.
You have 5-2?
I do have 5-2. Oh, that 1 point was waved off, so now it's going to be 5-0. Or 5-1, I'm sorry. That escape was after time, but what the official has determined. Rank's going to choose down to start the third period.
You're good.
So if you're a high school wrestler and you caught the action tonight, you don't have anything going on tomorrow, stop by Bartell's Roadie Gymnasium. There's going to be some very, very good wrestling tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, it's really a tough tournament, a good tournament that they put on here. A lot of talent, a lot of great wrestling I get to see.
It's a nice counter.
Nice counter, nice 2 points.
I think it's 7-3.
And they're out of bounds. Now Levante's already has a stalling call against him. I seen the official there counting on the edge. He's gonna want to make sure he's moving forward, keeping on pace. He's got the match, well in hand, but he's not gonna want to give up any points there at the end of this match.
Make it work now, Joel. Make it work to take him down.
Work up now.
Back up. Work that underhook. There you go. Just got anything now. All the way up.
Well, and that's, we've spent some time talking about the differences between high school and college, and where an athlete like Levante, who's obviously a really good athlete, in high school might not finish a match and still win, might not finish a match but still be scoring at the end of a match. In high school, good athletes can do that. In college, you don't finish the match, you're going to be giving up a ton of points at the end. And that's something that these guys, and I'm not suggesting that Levante's not finishing this match, but that's something that you have to be careful of at this level, because you let down for a second and you can find yourself in trouble.
You can really easy. And these guys are dangerous. They can put you to your bag just as easy as they can not. So we're going to get a little physical there at the end. And that's going to do it for the end of that match. That gives us a final score of 8-4. Going to get a little talking to from the official for what he had going on there.
Looks like you got a stern talking to there, with some extra stuff at the end. Cooler heads prevail. Coach is going to have some words for him.
It's a physical sport, and sometimes they, take that shot to the chin or the back of the head, and you're not always too happy about it. So a little pride that plays into the factor. Coach is going to calm him down and make sure he understands that's not what we expected.
Well, and at the end of a match, you take a shot off the back of the head, or you think the guy wrestles after the whistle, and it's already been a long 7 minutes. It happens.
Yeah.
Here we go. At 285, I recognize this young man from Davenport, Glenn Gearing. He's out of Allendale, Michigan. He was a high school state runner-up last year, took 4th place as a junior. Great kid, heavy hands. I look for him to be on the Jayhawk head for the entire match, and he'll be wrestling against John Rogan. He's one of the studs out of Dundee. He was a state champ, 2-time finalist, 2-time placer, 3-time regional district champ, senior record of 40-8. Is it possible that this was the state finals match from last year? It was Dundee Division 4, though.
Dundee, I can't speak for last year, but I know in the past they've been in Division 4 state.
Yeah, I think that they still are. That's what Glenn will do. He'll hang on a guy's head. I say it's hanging, but he's really aggressive with that. He did that to our heavyweight last year, and by the end of the match, our heavyweight couldn't lift his head up, and you can't wrestle like that.
That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of energy. It's just trying to keep your head up with somebody pulling it down, keep pushing it down for the whole match. And they're going to go back to their feet.
A little excitement going on in front of us. Can't quite see what's going on, but sounds good.
Sounds good.
John Morogan, love to see somebody finally be able to attack through those elbows and the head. Our heavyweight last year at Whitehall took third in the state, but could not beat Glenn Gearing. Couldn't get past those elbows. We'll see if maybe John Morogan can.
Well, Morogan's wrestling really well. He's pummeling back in. He's getting position. He's pressuring for sure. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, I would tell my wrestler, you got to be patient with him. You got to wait for an opening. You got to wait for him to give up position. The next thing you know, the match is over, and he never gave up position.
Your shot.
And that's hard to do when you when you're wrestling a wrestler like Glenn, who's going to grab your head with two hands and put both elbows in the chest. It's hard to score from that. It's hard for either wrestler to score that way, so the matches tend to be closer.
Pop shot. Pop and go.
So in college, I don't think he's going to get away with it as long. I think he's going to have to use it. It looks like he is using it, so that's good. But
I glanced over just as he was finishing his first match, and he won by fall in his first match. Oh, he gave up two there.
Right there's a takedown.
See, just like I told my heavyweight last year, it's just that easy.
Just that easy every time. Oh, he's going to scooping back and go around, throw the boots in.
There's some hip pressure. If you're looking for hip pressure, that's
hip pressure.
That's hip pressure.
You pull him right back into a crab rider, throw both boots in.
He might have just broke my floating rib with that hip pressure.
That is some bread. I don't think Glenn's going to want to stay under it.
No. Well, you don't want to let him get both legs in. That's for sure.
There we go. We
Stay
got
up.
Rogan's going to take him back to the mat, and then he's going to cut him loose. That makes the score 2-1 in the first. Looks like we're at short time again. Rogan's going to want to keep moving forward.
Head pressure.
Keep fighting through those elbows like we were talking about, and that's going to do it for the first period.
Do you know if Allendale High School is in the football playoffs?
I know they were. I don't know that if they are still.
You know, Dwayne Watson is the varsity wrestling coach there, and he's been helping out on the football team. Typically when Allendale has a wrestler competing in this gym, Coach Watson will make it over, but maybe they're in the playoffs. I haven't seen Coach.
I'm going to say I'm fairly certain that they are.
He's just going to keep his weight on it.
I say that just as was that him down on his tiptoes over by the, I think it is. Anyway, I don't know, I'm half blind.
Work up, Mike. He's slide out.
I see a bald head and I assume it's Dwayne Watson.
And there's a couple boots in again. Speaking of your hip pressure, he's got to get that weight back on top.
Yeah, got to get his hips on top. That's got to be devastating hip pressure out of
Work up. Work up.
You're not going to stay down there. It's going to
Move
make
up.
it a long night. You got to stay underneath those.
That's it. That works. Hand control. Hand control. Hand control.
We're standing up
Post
with that kind of pressure, and even when he doesn't have the boots in,
That's it.
standing up's got to be
Coming
tough.
up,
And
coming
he's a
up,
load.
coming
He
up.
is a load. They say that and he scores right away.
He's a mountain. You see?
See?
Heavy
It's that
hand.
easy.
Heavy hand. Good position, lad. Heavy hands. Pull that head down. Keep moving him. Circle.
2-1 in favor of the Jayhawks.
That leg will open itself up. Make him work. Make him work. Circle and ball. Center inside, John.
You know, it feels like I coached against. I'll finish my statement as ludicrous as it is. It feels like I coached against him at least a dozen matches, and I don't ever remember seeing him shoot.
And then he shoots.
Well, but he shot before I ended up saying it, so that doesn't count.
That's it. That's it. Get your base. Get your base. Stay out of locks. Get out of locks.
40 seconds left in the second period.
Sweet.
Like I said, he's always shooting. He's always on the go.
That's a lot of man to be shooting underneath there.
I wouldn't go underneath him.
Keep going. Keep
Coach
working.
could threaten to judo chop me and hurt my thumbs, and I wouldn't go underneath him.
Not getting down there.
Rogan's going to go down this time. See if we can come out from underneath him. Score's 2-2 now.
2-2 after a 1-point second period.
Can't see if riding time's a factor. It seems like Rogan was on him for a while in that second period. I don't know if it was long enough to score a riding time.
Pull it in! That's it!
He was down there a little bit.
He's on his hip. That's looking dangerously.
That's not a great spot to do.
Get your legs back!
Glenn got a little high, lost his ankle there.
Yeah, that makes, he's still a little high. That's going to be a tough position to come back from. He's got to, what Morgan's got to do is get his weight up, get his hips up, and then swim out the back door.
He scored the one.
I would have went for the two. Comfortable on his feet. We got a 3-2 match going on here. I'm sure it's riding time, so we're not sure what's going on there. But 3-2 match. Looks like he's starting to get a little fatigued.
Snapped him right into the shot. There's some heavy hits.
That's heavy hit right on the back of his head, too. Oh, he doesn't want to get it, plant his feet. Let him caught back up. There we go. Out of bounds.
Sweet!
As well as he stalled Glenn out on that shot, I mean, nose to the mat. I thought he might have been able to score there, but he planted his feet like you said.
Get on the side!
Wasn't able to turn any kind of corner.
Tired, keep going!
Gotta be careful because Glenn's coming.
He is coming.
Keep wrestling!
Always shoot, just like in high school.
Just like in high school, not ever hanging on the head. He's always shooting. Took another nice shot, but he just stops when he hits him.
Yeah, I don't know if it's fatigue now because he's stalling himself out a little bit on that shot. He's getting himself extended. There's a cradle. Looks like it's hooked up. Takedown. Oh, looked like John just stopped wrestling there. Like maybe he got poked in the eye or something. We talked last match about finishing. When you don't finish,
we're in a dogfight here.
5-4.
I have 5-5.
You have 5-5. Track wrestling is 5-5 as well. We're in overtime, and the Rogan is either hurt or fatigued or both.
Get on the side!
Looks like fatigued.
So we're going to overtime.
We're in overtime right now. 1 minute. First score wins.
And that's two.
I told you Glenn will attack from anywhere.
Yeah, he's a shooter.
He's a shooter. He's a shooter. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's an overtime loss, 7-5. That gives the Davenport Panthers 9 points to the Muskegon Jayhawks 40.
49. Just a quick recap. Austin McDonough picked up a forfeit for the Jayhawks. The Davenport picked up a forfeit at 1:33, and then the action started. Looked like Jordan Markey defeated Connor Hughes 9-8. Tyler Stenberg rolled to a 10-1 win over a state runner-up, Blake Russo. Chris Root won by fall over Brent Schaefer. Had to overcome a 4-1 lead. Came back and won by pin. Chris Root in a long tradition of tall, skinny 157-pounders just being dominant for the Jayhawks. At 165 pounds, Ali Rashad picked up forfeit, making the dual meet score 25-6. At 174, Mason Courtwright won by fall over Roman Colombo. 184, Teddy Warren dominated Spencer's Retterstoff from Hart, won by fall. At 197, Levante Purdue defeated Joel Wenk by a score of 8-4. And then at 285, Glenn Gearink out of Davenport mounted a comeback to beat John Morogan in overtime by a score of 7-5. But as Mike McKelly said, the Jayhawks rolled to a 40-9 win over a young, talented Davenport crew.
Yeah, we're excited to have them. We're excited to have their program up and running. congratulations and good luck to them this season. But that was a big night for the Jayhawks, coming away with 2 victories over a scrappy Jamestown team in the first match, and then again a scrappy Davenport team here in the second match.
Well, Coach has a lot to build on. A lot of these young guys really didn't look their age. They looked more seasoned than they probably had rights to look. Some of the guys, especially Tyler Stenberg, coming back after what might have been a little bit disappointing finish to his year last year, look like they're in mid-season form. The Jayhawks look like they're getting ready to roll into the regular season, and I would expect good things from this team.
Yeah, I do too. And good luck to them. And like you said, if you're looking for some good wrestling tomorrow, the Bartell Gymnasium is a place to be. And I'm Mike McKelly.
And I'm Craig Christensen, and we wish you wrestling fans a good night.
Yeah, that's fine.